All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take. It's all brought to you by our great friends here at Rosie's Corner. It is Fish Friday, man. If you are in and around Central New York, you got to get down here to Rosie's Corner for all the themed food days like Meatloaf Monday, Fish Friday. They've got the unbelievable Turkey Slop Tuesday and Chicken and Biscuit Wednesdays. Get on down here to Rosie's Corner. Make sure you like them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, and be on the lookout for specials going on left and right. And, of course, they have the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. Make sure you get your orders in now. And I will mention to you that tomorrow, Syracuse Duke game day, I will be talking about that for this whole video. Any day that Syracuse basketball plays, just like the football season, any pizza wing combo gets you a free 2-liter of orange soda. Rosie's Corner here is the official pizza shop and a proud sponsor of the ML Sports Platter. So let's get into this game a little bit tomorrow night. It should be a lot of fun. And, you know, whenever Syracuse and Duke get ready to play, the immediate memories of this, I don't really want to call it an ACC rivalry or a rivalry between the two teams or anything of that sort, but when you look at this matchup, it's pretty fun. I mean, I don't think anybody could have ever envisioned that it would have gotten to the heights that we've seen with Jim Boeheim throwing his coat down at Duke when they call that horrible charge on, or the horrible block call, I should say, on C.J. Fair underneath when Rodney Hood went up for the jam. That was a terrible call. Boeheim throws the coat, of course, and gets ejected. We had the John Gillen buzzer beater here at the Carrier Dome. We've had multiple games that have just gone down to the wire. Of course, the first time these two squads played, nobody will ever forget it, going to overtime. Of course, Cuse was up by 3 points. Rashad Suleiman goes down and nails a three at the buzzer. Just incredible theater, two incredible coaches, Hall of Fame coaches, friends, of course, USA Basketball and the like, and, of course, Coach K learning zone from Boeheim learning a bunch from Coach K. And this game is absolutely enormous. It is obviously way bigger for the Cuse than it is for Duke, because right now I think Syracuse is squarely on the bubble. Now, look, if the tournament started today, of course, and I hate using that, but let's use it for, you know, water cooler and fan talk, I think Syracuse would be in, because I don't think that there's 68 teams out there in America that are better than Syracuse. Now, again, I do understand the automatic bid and all the rest, but you know, I think Syracuse right now, again, people aren't going to like it, the national narrative and all that, but they've done enough to get in, at least to get a play-in game, for God's sakes. Syracuse, though, they still have a lot of work ahead of them. When you think about the recent loss at Clemson, that was a huge dagger to Syracuse's resume. They have not won any games in the out-of-conference. You think about losing to Oklahoma State, you lose to Georgetown, you lose to Penn State. Syracuse lost all the big games that they could have chalked up to get to Quadrant 1 wins, Power 5 wins, things of that sort. And by losing a lot of those games, it really hurts their resume. But opportunities reign when you're in the ACC. I know the conference is down this year, but that doesn't mean that there are not opportunities left on the schedule for Syracuse to make up some of that bacon. When you take a look at the loss to Clemson, you look at those losses I just mentioned out of conference. If Syracuse were to win this game tomorrow, again, it would be a huge monumental win. Duke is the program, the prototypical, most known program in college basketball, the number one program in college hoops that people look to, and all of a sudden you'd throw that into a Quadrant 1 and you'd have that huge quality win. That would be a big deal. Syracuse, I think, will win tomorrow, believe it or not. I'm going to pick them 76-73. I have a really weird feeling about this basketball game. I think they're going to come out extremely hungry, and the keys to this game, it's very simple. Number one, it's got to be the 2-3 zone. There's no question in my mind that the 2-3 zone is the absolute key in this game for Syracuse. They've got to get out to the shooters. We know how good Duke can be against 2-3 zones, not only because Coach K has learned it and played it, but because of the Duke shooters. They have always two things on their offensive side of things. They always have dribble drivers, really good ball handlers, and guys who can, kick it out. Of course, that's the combination guard that they have, the dribble, drive, and good passers, but then they always have multiple shooters. And tomorrow is no different. You've got Trey Jones, you have Cassius Stanley, and I think a guy who's up for Player of the Year in terms of Vernon Carey. This guy is an absolute stud. He's a prototypical guy in today's day and age, big guy forward who can go in and out and really disrupt things. Maybe he goes to the middle of the zone, turns and shoots. Maybe he goes to the middle of the zone, people come up at him. Syracuse Sidibe maybe doesn't find his way, and Carey passes over the top of him or underneath him. He's going to be a big-time factor in this zone tomorrow. And, of course, the guards who move all over the place. Duke is not extremely deep, much like Syracuse. So I think it's also the second key to this game. It's going to come down to the star power of each team. Which three guys perform better? Is it going to be Elijah Hughes, Buddy Boeheim, and, of course, Joe Girard? Or is it going to be the three guys I mentioned for Duke in terms of Vernon Carey, Cassius Stanley, and Trey Jones? To me, the stars that perform better is going to be crucial in terms of who wins this basketball game. The third key for me, of course, I think has more to do with the Syracuse side of things, and that is keep in the game. Get in it, stay in it late. You're going to have 31, 32,000, might even get another 1,000 people walk up, depending on if the weather is good. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit here. My phone is going crazy. These freaking text message threads. Is there anything more annoying, by the way, than a text message thread right now in our society? I say absolutely not. Anyway, you keep it going here. You try to keep in the game. You try to get in it, late. Maybe you're within one, within two. You've got a 3-point lead, etc. You got to be able to stay in the game, because that way the crowd is going to go crazy. And I think Syracuse wins this game 76-73. Again, 2-3 zone. Which stars are better? Is it going to be Hughes, Girard, Boeheim, or Stanley, Jones, and Carey on the other side? And then, again, late in the game, is Duke really up, by a couple, a double-digit lead? Are they controlling the game? Or is Syracuse a team that keeps it within reason and the crowd gets in it, and Syracuse has a chance with a late possession to win this basketball game? But I think it's going to be fun. I think it could go either way. 76-73, I'm going to take Syracuse. This is a huge resume game. There's no question about it. Syracuse has a few of them left. Obviously, one game against Florida State. They've got this game, got Louisville coming up. Syracuse, I think, has to maybe win at least one or two of those games and then try to beat everybody else you're supposed to beat. But look, if Syracuse has a decent enough resume with wins in the ACC and the like, the 2 wins on the road were incredibly important. Going on the road and beating Virginia, going on the road and beating Virginia Tech, those are 2 huge wins. If they're even remotely close to 500 in the ACC, and the record is in that 18-12 neighborhood, 18-14 neighbor, whatever, 18-14, 19-13 type of thing, there's a very real chance that they're going to make the NCAA tournament. And remember, they're a big brand. They make money for people. The Hall of Fame coach, Syracuse, the national narrative will turn against them. The NCAA loves that. They're going to try to put a matchup together with it. I love the fact that Syracuse came back a little bit and played very, very well. Very disappointing game at Clemson, though. Now it is time to rebound inside the white roof against Duke tomorrow. 76-73, Syracuse is my pick. Don't forget, you can download and subscribe to this very podcast all over, not this video, but my podcast, the ML Sports Platter, all over the major platforms where you get your podcasts on your smartphone device, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, as well as Stitcher, Deezer, the Podbean app, YouTube, and Tumblr. And make sure you hit me on Instagram, Mike L Sports 1979. Subscribe to my YouTube page, and hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports as well. We are here at Rosie's Corner. It smells amazing. Fish Friday, pair it with your fries and coleslaw or your mac and cheese. Come on out for Meatloaf Monday, Turkey Slop Tuesday, Chicken and Biscuit Wednesday. Get the pizza wing combo. Any pizza wing combo for Syracuse basketball tomorrow, any Syracuse basketball game day, any pizza wing combo here at Rosie's. You'll get a free 2-liter of orange soda. And don't forget to stop by for a delicious Luna, which I'm going to get here in just a couple of minutes. They have hot and cold subs as well. Featured food, special food, themed food days, pizza wings, you name it. Great drinks and salads in the cooler, and desserts to go here at Rosie's Corner. Jody and Jason and the gang, they're doing it right. Rosie's Corner is a proud sponsor of the ML Sports Platter. Thanks for watching 9 Minutes with me. I'm Mike Lindsley, all over Facebook, IGTV, and YouTube. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.